Twilly-dilly-dee, 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 tweet, 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 tweet.
She talks to the people all night long, chatting and a-gabbing and a-singing her song. All the divas down on Rainbow Street love to hear Toni go tweet, tweet, tweet. Talking Toni,
Tweet, tweet,
talk, talking Toni.
tweet, twilly-dee,
Oh, talking Toni really gonna talk tonight.
tweet, twilly-dee.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talking Toni. I'm Toni Holmperm, the singing diva of Long Island, and thank you for joining me here on my little interview show here on the Strong Island Entertainment Network. Joining me tonight, one of my very best drag sisters. She was one of the very first guests that I had on when I started the show. Although when she came on that episode, she was as her boy self. And fortunately for all of you, I got her to come on today as her girl self.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ashley Jade, CEO of Chaotic Cosmetics. Hello, girl.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. Now that you're huge,
I filed my
indie
busy schedule.
influencer.
Please, thank you.
We have so many things to talk about, but I have to say you're in your new apartment right now. Yes.
Yes, I am. My own apartment, my first apartment.
Your first
Very
apartment.
exciting.
Now
Mhm.
that had to have been like such a huge life-changing thing for you.
Life-changing, like surreal, like crazy. It had to happen. It had to happen. Like, so thankful for it. It's
And
amazing.
you're in your own living room right now as we speak.
Yes, living room. My kitchen's over there. My bedroom's over there.
Because I remember when
Oh gosh.
formerly when we were doing stuff like this,
Girl.
the old living situation, you would be in the attic.
On the floor.
Yeah,
In the attic on the floor.
In the attic on the floor, and now here you are, just being your true, authentic self, right in your very own living room.
My comfy couch. My rainbow aesthetics.
Rainbow aesthetic, perfect for you. I mean,
Literally.
absolutely. So we have to recap everything. When you were on last year, Chaotic Cosmetics, your brand, it was a small indie makeup brand.
It was smaller.
And you were doing okay,
Mhm.
and things were starting to happen. Let's go back though. Originally, you started Chaotic because you were interested in skincare, isn't that?
Yes. Mostly skincare. Yeah,
Mostly
mostly skincare.
So I actually I'm going to be pulling out different Chaotic Cosmetics as we
Oh,
talk.
you still got it. It's
Yes,
vintage.
Yes, vintage. The Sun Protect Peptide Mist.
I love that stuff.
This was like your original packaging.
Yes, it was. Before I learned about the upgrade packaging. That was like the OG packaging. Like,
Well, it's funny because I've seen you through a lot of upgrades, not just Chaotic, but also
appearance too. Appearance wise.
so I don't know.
That's even the old logo on there.
Right? Exactly.
Wow.
I know. So, but it's
Spritz, spritz. I do love that smell. It has rose in it. The sunscreen, the zinc.
Love it. So you had started, Chaotic. You were, doing mainly interested in skincare, and then of course, came your very first palette,
The Pride palette.
the Pride palette.
Yes.
Which
my
I have
baby.
I don't want to show that. I don't want to
Okay.
blind everyone with the mirror. Let me see if I can go like that. Now
You
I have
the OG one too.
I have the OG one, which has the black, and I have to say, I love the black in this.
I know. I love that black.
I know you felt it was a little too soft pressed, and actually my palette is a little messed up. But I have to say, this black, I use it, and I use it, and I love it.
I do love that black. It was
so,
amazing.
You know, so maybe the black, will return someday.
One day, yeah.
So,
That black just went. It made a disaster. It stained all the palettes. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, maybe it shouldn't be in a white palette. Maybe that's the thing.
True. It needs to be black or darker color.
Yeah. So
that's true.
But I have to say, like, the Pride palette is one of my favorite rainbow palettes. I still use it to this day, especially that like acid green in there. Is one of my favorite colors.
Yes,
I
and the purple.
absolutely love it. Yes. Of course, then you went on to your ice cream palettes.
Yes, the second one.
I have both of those. I have the double scoop and the
baby
ice cream.
Yes.
And I love these palettes, especially I don't know. This one.
That's you. That's all your.
I love this one, and actually, I have the white shimmer is like what's on my
cheeks,
on my eyes. Like,
on the top. Wow,
yeah.
That's you can blinding. See that,
yeah, it's blinding.
That is
it's blinding, people. It's blinding. That's how good it is.
It is blinding. It's shimmer.
It is blinding. And I actually did. My entire eye look is all chaotic cosmetics tonight.
I love it.
I even have like a purple brow that I used. That one I used the Dreadful palette for.
Okay.
Dreadful palette.
I love the Dreadful palette. So
love
cute.
The Dreadful palette.
Love the purples.
Love it. We all love it, and a lot of people love it. And I actually that really intense purple. I used your pigments.
Yes.
These pigments are like
intense.
Like this purple. I mean, what happened with I've cut the crease so you can't see as much of it. But like if you saw me in person, the purple on my eye is as intense as the purple in your wig. That's
oh yeah, literally, you're right. Just like this.
It's so intense. I actually had to do my makeup differently tonight. I actually, because with pigments, and this isn't has nothing to do with that. This is with all pigments.
Yeah.
When you use a pigment, usually what's going to happen is it's gonna fall down on your face.
Yeah.
So I would say to anybody, whenever you're using a pigment, you should do your eye look first.
Yep.
So that you can then clean up, and that's what I had to do because it's not like eyeshadow where if eyeshadow falls on the face, usually you can brush it away. Mm-hmm. Not with pigments because they are messy. They're so pigmented.
Exactly. Hence the word pigment. Pigments.
Exactly. And of course I use your hydro liner.
Yes. What shade is that one that you use?
This is Good Vibes.
Oh, that's the Good Vibes. Okay, I love that.
Oh wait, actually, did I use this one? No, I used this one from the Halloween collection.
The Halloween. That's what I thought. The Halloween one.
Yes, I used Spooked. Sorry.
I love it. Yeah.
I got a little confused, but they're all amazing. I have so many of them. All in beautiful colors. Yes. I love them.
Yeah.
So
I love them too.
So actually what happened was with your hydro liner specifically, her name is Michaela J from TikTok.
Michaela, my girl.
Your girl. Now she's got a huge following on TikTok and she loves makeup. She loves indie brands and she came across your hydro liners and did a little TikTok video about them. And your brand exploded on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
Tell everyone the story of what happened with that, because it's a great story.
It is a great story. Well, I actually met Michaela like online even before she was like huge. And I like messaged her like through the brand and I'm like, hey, like I love your content and on your personality. Like, can I send you some products? So I didn't think anything, I didn't expect anything. I didn't think anything of it. And then she messaged me and she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make your brand blow up. I'm like, oh, okay, like that's exciting.
And of course, you're probably thinking like, oh yeah,
Yes, girl, because every time like I send some products to influencers, and they do help me get gain all the followers and all that stuff. But TikTok is like another world. Like that, she made that video on TikTok. All the orders came in. I was able to buy a whole bunch of new inventory. I was able to move out. Like it just like
exploded.
Yeah, like out.
She was true to her word. She made your brand.
She's amazing. Like she literally like took her platform and she's helping everyone with it. Like there needs to be more influencers like her, like that. Like they're not just greedy, and they don't just use bougie brands. Like she really helps the indie brands like a lot. She really, really helps us.
And she's a great makeup artist on her own. Like her looks are really excellent.
I'm jealous. She slays every time she slays it. Like it looks airbrushed, like crazy.
I wish I could do. I wish I could do my makeup as good as her. I mean,
me too.
I was trying something. I tried to. This was like sort of a double cut crease, which I've never done before, and I was like, but I wanted to do. I wanted to use all your products. I wanted to do something special, and I wanted to just push myself a little bit tonight. So
that's it. You gotta just play around, try new things.
Absolutely, and that's what's great about your brand is it's
exactly.
It's made for playing with and for having
experimenting,
fun.
Yes, creating everything. No limits.
No, absolutely none. And of course now, Michaela, doing that, you instantly sold out of the hydroliners.
Yes, twice.
Twice. It's like they keep blowing up and selling out. And actually tomorrow is the next launch, right?
No, next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday. I'm sorry, next Tuesday. And
24th.
The 24th, and that's of that new palette that you
the rainbow one. Yes, the new rainbow.
Let's look at it. Show us.
Well, I got to upgrade the packaging a little bit, and it comes in this nice fancy box.
Beautiful.
Yes, we love the packaging. And when you open her up, she slides right out. And she's right here. And this one, ta-da!
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 colors.
Beautiful.
They're all rainbow themed. There's a white and a black for mixing shades. And they're just super pigmented. I have the purple on my brows underneath. And I'm so excited.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, it looks fabulous. And I'm sure you're gonna have a third sellout. I'm sure it's gonna happen.
I worked so hard on this. I wanted to make this like since my brand started. Like this was the one thing I always wanted. Like, I love rainbow eyeliners. Like you could do so much with it, and now I finally got to make it, and I'm so thankful and excited to bring it to the world and just have people use it and create things with it. Like super exciting.
Yes, everyone loves the hydroliners. It's like nobody has,
Well, you could do so much with them. You could do so much.
Yes, you can. It's like such a great product. You should be extremely proud of yourself. You really
thank you. I am. I totally am.
So I myself, personally, I'm very proud of you because I've seen the brand grow. I've been following the brand using
when I had 4,000 followers or 50 followers. Yeah.
Girl, I still have the highlighter you pressed in the bedroom in your parents' house. You hand pressed it, girl. And I'm wearing this is Call Me Later. And
I love that highlighter.
I'm wearing the highlighter tonight.
Oh, I love how you love all my makeup. You always.
I do.
You just.
I do. Here it is. Oh, I don't want to blind people. There it is.
Yeah, it is blinding.
Highlighter. So.
Yeah, girl.
That? See, look.
But it's so. I'm proud of myself for making that. That's some good.
It is. It's a great highlighter. It really is. And of course, we also have to talk about. I'm wearing the Which ones am I wearing tonight? I'm wearing Almost Innocent eyelashes.
Oh, Almost Innocent, which is
Almost Innocent.
It's totally you.
Yeah, I wish.
Same, me too. Me too. I'm
wish.
more of a death stares kind of girl.
I know. Well, I switch on and off. Sometimes I like the almost innocent, and sometimes I want the death stares.
Yeah,
So,
the almost innocent is good because you could peek through, you peek through the lashes, so you could see the shadow more. It's more wispy. Yeah.
Yes. And of course, I when I did my Halloween show,
I love those on you.
I used the black and orange Halloween ones.
I love those on. They look so good with that look.
They did. They were really really great. So.
Yeah, those are fun. I love those lashes.
So now I have to ask you, you are Chaotic Cosmetics is an indie makeup brand.
Yes.
And I want to distinguish because I've been like following indie makeup brands, and I love indie makeup brands so much more than like these big name brands, especially
so much more. You get your money's worth,
especially for eyeshadow.
Yeah,
for the palettes. But what I didn't realize is there are brands out there that they're private label brands that they're kind of, they can be kind of shady, because what I've learned is they'll just buy it's, you could buy, if I wanted, I could like contact a factory in China for like a sort of like stock palette, and they would like slap my name on it, and I could like sell it and say like, oh, this is the Toni Holmperm palette. If I wanted, not that I would never do something like that. But there are people doing that. I know, you would read me.
Coming from my brand, girl.
You'd be the first one to read me, so I can never do it. But that's the thing. These people, companies, that they'll just buy these already made products, and lipsticks too, I think, and they just maybe their own name on it or something, but really they haven't done anything.
There's like no love put into it. Like,
right. Now I have to, you, like most indie brands, you don't have your own personal lab, right?
I wish. No, I do not.
I mean, in order for somebody to have their own lab, could take millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars, tons of years, like a few years. You need a lot to invest.
Of course.
Like ColourPop has their own lab.
ColourPop has their own lab because they make is it Kylie's makeup?
Yep, her eyeshadows.
Yeah, and I think there's somebody else that they started.
Charles stuff. Oh no.
No. Well, he might be. He's supposed to be coming out with his own makeup, so maybe they will be doing it. Who knows? Because he's friends with the Kardashians. You never know. But I think like the Toddy Westbrook palette that
maybe
they made that, and so there's a lot of brands that it's really just ColourPop, and you could actually get the same stuff with the ColourPop label. Way cheaper.
Girl, I've seen ColourPop. I've seen in the deep inventory, deep seas of where I look for my makeup stuff. I've came across ColourPop. I've came across Anastasia. I've came across who else have I have? I think Kat Von D, when her brand was still like a thing.
Right.
I came across some of her products on there. Like, you could literally like find anything. Like, it's crazy.
Well, that's the thing, which a lot of people don't know, is a lot of these big makeup brands, even though they seem separate, a lot of them are owned by like one huge corporation.
Yeah.
Like L'Oreal and NYX.
They own everything.
Are like it's really the same company, and and I think they're both owned by Coty, who makes the
it's like a trade.
The OG drag queen, translucent powder.
Yep. It's crazy.
But, so a lot of these big brands, name brands, a lot of them are even just owned by the same company. They're not even like their own separate company.
It is true. It's crazy.
But as an indie brand, you're personally putting together like the color story you want.
Yep.
You're like, testing like products, so it's like, I'm assuming like when
it's more personal. Yeah.
Like,
to me,
Of course, of course. So, like, if the lab sends you, like, you tell them, this is like the color story I want, and I want,
Mm-hmm.
I want this in a matte, this is in a satin, this in a shimmer, and like, do they will they send you stuff to review, and then you like have to like tell them like, well, this isn't right, or this isn't the right color, this isn't the right texture. Is
Yeah, that's literally exactly what I do. Like I
Mhm.
X them, they show you a list of like all the colors and if it's matte, shimmer, pigment, whatever. And then you pick from the list and you just say like you want to get samples to try. And
Right.
once you get samples, like I swatch them on my arms, like test the formula, see the pigments, and then you have the option to put them in the palette and you get to, like
Right.
show where the order and the color scheme, then you can make the names for it and all that fun stuff. But I sample everything. Like I need to make sure it's going to be like legit before like it's sold. It's
Right.
important. It's very important.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can attest to it because I use everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I know everything works great. Everything is so pigmented and it blends great, and it's like it's not like I have to worry that some palettes it's like, oh, it looks good,
And then
you go,
all like Claire's makeup, like
yeah, it's like all
for 5-year-olds.
the powder, it's all just powder, and it's like there's no pigmentation to anything.
No, I hate that. Yeah, that's not
So,
cute.
I know.
And that was the first palette I launched was the Pride palette.
The
That
Pride
thing's
palette.
packed with pigment. That white is amazing.
Yes,
like-
that palette is like, I love that palette. It's still to this day one of my favorite palettes. And
Your go-to. It's your go-to.
I have like, well, because you were at the house when we did that video. Like we went through like some of my palette collection.
Some.
Remember we did maybe about a third.
Yeah. Like we didn't make a dent, girl.
So, but like the way I have my palette stored, it's like I have like one drawer that's like my top tier palettes, and all the chaotic cosmetics are in the top tier drawer.
Oh, of course, thank you. Just trying to get a discount.
You're so welcome. Yes. Is that hydrolyte palette in the mail? That better be in the mail.
On its way. It's on its way.
Actually, I was like crushed because I didn't move fast enough to get the last one in like the palette. But you sent everything to me like in like,
You got the singles, yeah.
the singles, which is fine. I mean, I'm like, you know what, it's
the same
that,
thing.
I'm not that big. Yeah,
It's individual.
It's the same product. It's just not in palette format. But that's okay. That's okay.
Still works. Yeah.
It works great. It works great.
Yes.
And now since you blew up on TikTok, that also spread to Instagram, because now you're over 50,000 followers on Instagram.
Yes. 50,000 followers on Instagram. Correct.
50,000 followers.
Crazy, girl. I'm so thankful, and I'm to this day I'm still like in shock. I'm still in awe. Like, is this real life?
It's amazing.
crazy.
It's amazing.
I'm so thankful.
I was like ecstatic when I hit like 500 followers on Instagram.
I know. But like it's crazy. The thing is, like, I was always thankful for, like whoever, I was thankful for 1,000, 2,000, 5. I was always so grateful. But like to have such a large following now, it just makes like all my hard work feel like, like it's accomplished. So it makes me feel really good.
And what's so amazing is really before the pandemic started, we were doing so many things as far as drag.
Yeah.
There was like, we one of the very sad things is the loss of the Sip This monthly shows.
I know. Rest
That
in
was-
peace, Sip This. They opened a new coffee shop there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I have to go check it out one day. But it will never be the same.
No, never be the same. That was like our, home away
My
from
home.
home.
Yeah.
There's so many great shows there. But really it was like you're living such a completely different life. You are working as an esthetician at the spa. You were doing, a lot of drag.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit.
Uh-huh.
And drag completely stopped
Yep.
for the most part.
Yep, girl. Unfortunately. Yep.
The spa like completely
Shut down.
And but then when your brand like exploded, it created this whole new world for you.
That's exactly the right way to put it. It's so crazy. Like, I just took the pandemic, like, as crazy as everything's been. I wasn't working. I didn't have a job, you know? Right. So I put all my 110% into the brand, and, you know, like, I got to really expand and learn new things and grow. And when I was doing drag and at the spa, I didn't really have 100% in the brand. I had maybe like 60%, like, whenever I had free time.
Right.
So it's really important when you do own a brand, you have to literally invest like 110% into it. Of course. There's so much behind the scenes that people don't even know about that involves, you know, like owning a business.
Yeah. And, you know, even though, you know, this pandemic there's really nothing good that can be said about it. But the environment that it created, it really did help
for a lot of
brand.
People, yeah.
You know, for some people, it opened new avenues that wouldn't have existed before.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw a quote, and the quote said, I would have never been the person I am today without the pandemic, or something like that. But that's how I feel. Like, that's like, because it kind of forces you to do these things in a way. Like, it forced you to evolve and, you know, to...
It's very true. It's very true. Yeah. I mean, I've had to, like, learn to do so much more as far as videos and recording music and things like that I may not have done if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I'm trapped in these four walls and I can't go anywhere.
You can't move. Poor home perm. No, but you've been killing it with your videos, so that's...
Thank you. It's and believe it or not, they're a lot of work.
Girl, I know. It's a lot of work. The editing, the filming, the makeup. It's no joke.
I know. Especially, you know, doing stuff on YouTube. Like, if I'm going to do it in drag, it's like, it's just as much work as if I would be going to do a show, even though I'm not traveling anywhere. But, you know, still got to get completely made up and everything. You know,
I know. The only good thing is you get to sit down a little bit longer.
Yes.
You get to sit down. That's it.
We don't have
we have to pull what any man will do.
Yeah, you can wear comfy footwear.
Exactly. Flats.
I keep saying I should start like a drag video series called Drag from the Waist Up. Because that's what I feel like everybody's doing. All the drag queens, we're all doing drag from the waist up because of the pandemic. Because it's like, you know,
it's so funny.
You don't need to put on tights or high heels because nobody.
No, girl. It's all a mystery. This is all the real deal.
You know, it's like initially when I started, I was putting everything on, but then it was like, why am I bothering?
Girl,
Nobody.
You put it on the shoes too?
Yes. I was like, you know, I wanted to be like, you know, and then I was like, oh no, no,
girl. You don't need no bunions, but bursting first.
Well, too late for that. There, you know,
or blisters to sit in the chair. No,
you know, that's like I forget who I was saying something to about, you know, like, you know, when you're a drag queen, you don't have nice feet.
I mean, I have nice feet.
and I told you, don't come here on my show looking prettier than me. You have a lot of nerve, Missy.
Oh, a lot of nerve. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I know, right?
I did not mean to. I woke up like this.
Of course, me too. You know.
Yeah, that's your pillow.
Really, it was just, you know, I just put on a little Chaotic Cosmetics mascara.
Just a little tint.
Just a little mascara. You know, that's all we needed. We didn't need a lot.
Yes.
But as I was saying, it's like such a change, you know, for everything for you from when, you know, when you were on last year and from today. It's just
so
amazing.
Many crazy. Yep. With the apartment, with the brand, with all the new products. Like, there's so much. I
know.
It's crazy.
It's been amazing. And we're going to discuss more of those amazing changes right after we take this quick little break. So I encourage all of you to stay tuned because I will be back with more with my amazing guest, CEO of Chaotic Cosmetics, Miss Ashley Jade, one of my best sisters, right after these messages. So please stay tuned.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us back here on Talking Tony. I'm here with my very, very, very special guest, Miss Ashley Jade, CEO of Chaotic Cosmetics. You may also know her as her boy self, AJ Bellafiore.
Yes.
So
Who's that?
Who's that? Who's that? I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know her.
We know her. We know him.
We know her. We know her. We know her. We know him. We love them both. And
Thank
you know, I just have to say, you know, because I have been a devotee of Chaotic Cosmetics from way back. Literally, for like I said, from when you were hand pressing stuff in your parents' in your bedroom in your parents' house. I mean,
on the floor.
On the floor. And one of the products, I bet you forgot about this.
No. I know what it is. I have a feeling.
You know what it is?
Is it Lippy Scuff? Oh, it's not
it's
I'm shocked. Which one is that?
It's the perfume you made for me. The Toni Home perfume. Whore no more.
Whore no more.
You made this for me for my birthday, girl.
Yes, it has hints of bubblegum and whore.
Yes.
I love it. I remember that. You got your own signature fragrance, girl.
This stuff better not stain, girl.
That's gonna be the next thing.
I'll be sending you my cleaning bill if it's stained.
It's funny. I remember.
So recently, talking about Chaotic and how the brand has just been blowing up. It was 2 or 3 Sundays ago. I'm in my bedroom and I'm watching YouTube because I can watch YouTube on my TV through Roku. And I'm watching one of my favorite beauty influencers. She's one of the OG influencers, Angelica Nyquist. And she does like a weekly roundup of indie products. And I'm just watching, you know, the YouTube, minding my own business. And all of a sudden, what comes on the screen but the Dreadful palette?
Yes.
From Angelica Nyquist, who's got something like 80,000 subscribers or something.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah. You sent me that.
And I'm like, all of a sudden, and I immediately, I had to like, I'm like, girl!
Yeah.
Girl! Your product's on YouTube, girl! It's on YouTube! And you're like, yeah, one of my friends already told me.
Oh, yeah, someone already told me before you told me.
You're like, somebody already told me. I'm like, girl! I was like, this was, I mean, I don't know. Do you get how huge that was?
It was a big deal, yeah. And I feel like since then, I've seen so many YouTubers, like, with my brand, like, it's crazy.
And it was like, was it last week? Desmond is amazing.
Yes, Desmond.
He reviewed your products too, and like
They're
I
so
actually,
cute.
you know, I met Desmond at Stonewall, what was it, 2 years ago or something, and
he's adorable.
Yes, you know, didn't talk that much to him. I talked more to his mom, and you know, when I saw that, you know, he did the review, and like I wrote, I said yes, and I said, you know, and you know,
I saw that.
The CEO is, you know, one of my good friends, Ashley Jade, who's, you know, also a drag queen on Long Island, and Desmond, he like hearted the comment, and he loved the makeup. I've seen
so cute.
I've seen I saw another YouTuber, I forget what her name
Allie Dawson.
Yes, she
I follow her.
Yeah, she reviewed the products, but I was like, she didn't really use the products. Like she was gonna she was going to use the liners, and then she didn't use them.
I know, I was sad.
I was like, what is this? Like,
she used, I think, some of the shadows in like
she used
the palette.
some of the shadows. She
Yeah.
dissed your white shadow.
I mean, there was a problem with that white in that palette.
There was.
It doesn't. Yeah, the white and I think like one of the grays color. But by the time I wanted to get the new palette, it was Halloween was over, so I couldn't really. Yeah, but all the other colors are super pigmented, so.
Yes, and honestly, white is one of the most difficult colors to make. I mean, isn't that true?
But I was shocked, girl. That was the same company that I worked with for the Pride palette. So,
yeah, because the white in the Pride palette is
amazing,
blinding white. So,
please,
but it's so not like it's not like that the white can't be used as to blend out other colors. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
You're not the first brand that the white was more of like a blending white or transitional white.
Yeah.
It's like because there are thousands of palettes out there with whites that are far worse than that white. So
that makes me feel bad.
So there's nothing to feel bad about, and so many of the colors in the palette are just so great. And also, it's not like everybody doesn't have white.
That is true. Yeah, it's not like the white is the magical color. It's white.
Yeah, there's a lot of creators that they feel like they don't have to bother putting a white or a black in a palette because they're like
it's a used color. I know it's
everybody's
overused.
got like I probably have more blacks and whites than anything else anyway.
Yeah, you could put so much more fun colors instead. Mix it up.
Exactly. So her video was, I watched it today and I was a little disappointed. She was supposed to make like candy corn with the liners, and then she used like these Color gel liners, which
I don't remember that part. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Girl, no, girl, no. But what can you do? But now speaking of YouTubers, what do you think? And this has been cropping up. The larger brands, because it could happen to you someday. Larger brands like stealing the ideas from the small indie brands.
You see it everywhere. Literally, you see that everywhere. I really like. You just have to make sure you really brand yourself well. Like saying like not only like just selling the products, but like selling your own like brand, like your aesthetic, like your whole. You know what I mean? Like everything specific to your brand. So if someone does try to like steal something or copy your idea, like at least you like came out with it first, and you have, you know what I mean? Like it's branded into your brand. Because sad thing is, anyone can literally take anything from anyone. Like the makeup industry is such a big industry. Like it's so cutthroat. There's so many similar things, similar liners, similar shadows. Like it's so much similar things. You really have to step out of the box. You know what I mean? And just try new things, new ingredients, new colors, like to not have that happen to you.
Right. And I feel like the makeup industry is sort of like drag in a way, because as drag queens, we want to be unique. We want to be original. But of course, everything in drag has been done. Yeah. It's like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything that hasn't been done before, but me and you, we try to be our own selves. I mean, at least that's unique. That's original. I feel like, there may be like another drag queen named Toni Holmperm out there. There may be.
I don't think so, girl.
I haven't met one.
I haven't seen an Ashley Jade yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Well, I've seen Ashley's and I've seen like Jade's, but I don't think I've seen an Ashley Jade.
No. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. But I feel like we try to be our authentic selves. It's like we don't, we're not trying to be somebody else.
No, exactly. But it's so much better that way. So much better.
And I think that's what's important for like an indie brand like yours is, just,
be yourself. And that's what I do. I'm 100% authentic. That's all my heart.
Right.
I love into my brand, and it really shows. It really, hopefully,
because you're not the first person to do a Halloween palette or a rainbow palette, but you did it your own way.
My own way, exactly.
Yourself. So there are other palettes with like other rainbow palettes, other Halloween palettes, ice cream palettes, whatever, but they're not the same as yours.
Not the same as chaotic.
Yours is unique. Yours is unique.
Exactly. It's very true, though.
Yeah, and I and again I applaud you.
Thanks, girl. It's a lot of work, girl. It's a one business show.
It is, and let me ask: because chaotic is like now. You were saying how you're giving like 110% to it. Has chaotic really taken up like
my life?
Your life, like 7 days a week, like almost like 24 hours a day now.
I'm a hustler, girl. I work. That's what I do, morning to night. Work. Like it's a lot.
Which street corner will you be on tonight?
Between 5th and Cherry.
Stay off mine.
I'll be also selling the Pride palettes on that street too. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be that would be. Hey, mister.
I have something for you.
Want a Pride palette, mister?
I have a liner palette that hasn't been launched yet. Don't tell anyone.
I have to say, I've missed you so much.
It's been a long time. I've been like stuck with life. It's like crazy.
I know.
I missed all my drag girls, my drag sisters. Can't see anyone now.
I know, and now it's like we're looking like things are gonna like lock down again.
Yeah. Second, I know. So you just gotta make sure you stay safe and take care of yourselves.
We will come out of it. Now, let me ask, what is on the horizon? Can you give us like any little clues, tidbits about future products? Now, I remember when you were here and you were showing me the hydroliners. You did have some lipsticks, but I've yet to see.
No, girl. See, this is what I'm saying. You have to really search a different million things before you find the right one. They just they were good, but they weren't hitting my heart. They weren't like for me. Like also that was from a manufacturing company actually in New York.
Oh.
And it was kind of too expensive to get them made. So I wouldn't be really making the profit if I sold those.
Gotcha.
But since you did say that, I am recently getting samples for lipsticks that I got made, and they're actually super, super, super cute colors. So I'm going to be trying them soon and hopefully adding them into my collection. But they're so much more like my aesthetic, and
good.
And I'm excited to finally. I'm trying to get some lip products in, maybe some more face products like some blushes. Working on a lot of new things to come. So
now let me ask, because a lot of the palettes have been very bright, very pigmented. Do you think you would ever do like a neutral palette?
People ask me that all the time. It's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, and we're gonna have neutral lipsticks and neutral glosses because it just needs to. There needs to be variety. So it needs to be, but it's gonna be in a chaotic way. It's gonna be chaotic.
Of course.
Chaotic moods.
I wouldn't imagine it any other way. And it's like I'm like intrigued by the idea of what would like a chaotic cosmetics neutral be.
Right, girl. It's interesting. It's gotta be.
It's got to be interesting just to you, even to you. Yeah. Like,
it's like not in my field,
right?
Of rainbows,
right. It's sort of like for you, even like it's like sort of stepping outside the box.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who would think that's the opposite? Like neutral to rainbow, like
right?
just my rainbow world.
I tell funny. You. One thing I'm curious to know if you would ever venture into, because I have a few of them, are the multi-chromes.
Ooh, okay. So I did work on getting like the multi-chrome like pigments, the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did work on getting like those into my company, but also it's hard to like get the right manufacturer and like packaging wise and like
Yes.
quantity, but hopefully soon
Now,
I will get.
I have to tell you, the best multi-chrome shadows come from a Canadian company, and they're called Cleona. I don't know if you've
Oh,
heard of
you
them.
said that you showed me those, yeah.
Yes, and I'm not kidding. It's like the pans are. I think they're about the same size
The
your
squares. Okay.
as your pans in the Dreadful palette,
Uh-huh.
and each single pan for these multichromes is $25
For one little,
for one pan.
and I'm guessing you have all of them, right?
No, girl.
Okay.
I
No?
have one. I have one that I have, because I have a few singles, not many, but I have a few, and I have like this one like magnetic palette, and I have one in it. But I will say though, they're worth it.
Yeah.
They're worth it because it's
Stuff like that, yeah.
I mean, like the if you go on their website and you look at the swatches, when you actually have the product, it really looks like that, like super intense.
That's the best. Yeah.
And like the color shift, just like it's unbelievable. It really
Yeah.
is. It's shocking.
You know, those are really trendy right now. The color shifts, that's trending right now.
Yes,
So,
yes, I
super
know.
big. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Is it gonna be, is it a lasting thing, or is it just a flash
Trending.
pan, like a trend
Exactly.
that's gonna, like,
Yeah, that's another thing in the makeup world. There's so many trends, you know. Now, also what's trending is like the jelly, everything jelly. Have you seen that jelly primer?
Yes.
Jelly.
Yes,
What?
actually, and I just did a YouTube video. NYX, their holiday collection,
Uh-huh.
they came out with these jelly eyeshadows, and I was stunned because they almost look like multichromes.
Oh,
And-
wow. I have
yeah,
to see that. I didn't see that yet. I have to watch
Yeah,
that.
I was like, if you go on my YouTube, you'll see I did like these swatches of them, and and I said I was stunned
Huh.
that a drugstore product would look like that. I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, Elf is good. I like Elf personally. Though
yeah.
they
No,
have.
this was NYX.
Oh, NYX. Oh,
NYX.
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 Oh, wow.
Yeah, and like I picked up one of their their little holiday palettes. No, there's like no pigment. There was
I
you're
hate
like,
that girl.
where is the pigment? I was like, why did I even, I picked it up really to do the video.
But it looks cute, and you think it's gonna be cute, and then meh, it's upsetting.
But I was stunned. I was stunned by the jelly eyeshadows that they came out with. I was
I
like,
have to try those. I have to check them out.
I was like, I was like, this is unbelievable. It's like, if
Huh.
you watch the video, like I live swatched it, and I took some video, and it was like,
Yeah, I have to see the shift. Yeah.
but that's the thing. Trends. It's like,
And
that's what happens with the makeup industry is like
Mhm.
we have these trends. Like right now, I think it's like the neutral palettes. We've gone through the rainbow palettes.
yeah,
Now it's like we're seeing all these neutral palettes.
yeah. It's like what else can really be trending? You know, like what else is left to really start trending? Like
I
there.
don't know.
You know, it's crazy.
I don't know.
So
So
color lashes are trending too. Color lashes are very trendy.
yeah, they are.
Right
The
now.
colored mascara was trending for a little bit, but now it's like I don't really see it anymore.
No, I mean my customers still love the color mascaras because they're my
Yes.
little chaotic babies. But
Yes.
no, it's not super trending like it was. That was trending when I was in high school. Honestly, like
Yeah.
it trended and then it stopped and then it came back again. It all comes back.
It all just goes through cycles.
Yeah, just like
Goes through
fashion.
cycles. Yeah, exactly. It's all tied together. So we've done like the rainbow palettes. Now we're like going into these, neutral palettes, and I'm
And
sure
pastels and yeah.
yeah, the pastels, that was like, and you actually told me about that one from Beauty Bay, that pastel palette.
Oh yeah, I love that one. Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, girl. I have You know me. I have so many palettes. I have yet to use. I actually did a whole video on my YouTube page, like palettes I forgot that I even had that like I've never used.
You're cut off.
Well, actually, that's my thing now. When I do something like that in my video, I'll go. If you watch them, I go. Don't read me, Ashley Jade.
I've seen that a few times. That's your thing.
I put it as a hashtag. Hashtag. Don't read me, Ashley.
Believe
Jade.
me, I don't read you at all. You know, I really have to find your UPS man and tell him that he's not allowed there anymore. I might have to bribe him with something to make him not show up.
It's a straight woman. You won't get anywhere.
That's good. I'm not a lesbian.
This is exciting. You know, hopefully we'll see lipsticks from you because girl, my liquid lipsticks are drying out.
Oh yeah, we gotta switch. Lipsticks is always good to get new ones because you know it's good to change it up with that. So got some lipsticks coming. We got some holiday sets coming for the holiday. What else are we working on? Girl, I got so many things all over the place. I'm like, I gotta, I don't even know what's coming out, you know? I got so many ideas in my head. I want to like do everything at once. But definitely the lipsticks will be first coming soon. So
that's great. Now, let me ask on a personal note, like once things go back to normal, because they will go back to normal at some point. They will go back to normal at some point.
When 2040,
I don't know. But with the way that, you know, your brand has taken off, I mean, do you think there's going to be a lot of time to be Ashley Jade, or is chaotic, like, you know, sort of, you know, taking up so much of your, you know, everything?
Well, that's another thing I really learned is like to take care of myself along with the brand, because like I love working so much that I would just constantly like work. But then after a while, girl, like you get it runs you out, and you're like, wait a minute, like I haven't been doing what I love, like drag and, you know, like makeup, dressing up, videos. So I'm really lately, especially I've been working on like kind of, you know, like picking one day for myself to do something, picking another day for Ashley to come out and do something, like just so I could have a good, you know, like happy medium of like
absolutely
even everything out. So because it's a lot.
I know.
It definitely is a lot of work, but hopefully next year I'm going to save all my money that I make and hopefully have a little office that I could open up, and that'll be the next step for Chaotic, is just to branch out. I could build the team and, you know, go from there.
I was so disappointed because you were supposed to be doing the makeup show in the city, and I was going to be going as like a brand ambassador, and I
know, girl, that was going to be so much fun.
So hopefully next year. So.
And you know what, girl? When that happens, now I'm more than ready. I am more than ready for that show. So
absolutely.
How crazy? I
know, because like, you know, if you had gone, I mean, it was before you.
I didn't have that much product. I didn't have that much product back then.
Right. Now, when you do actually get to go, I mean, so many, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of people know the brand and know you, and it's like, you know, it's just a whole different story now.
Yeah, I can't wait for that day. It's going to be, whenever that day comes, it's going to be so much fun. And I'll remember you, girl. Don't worry. You'll still be in that.
Don't forget me, girl.
You'll still be. You won't be replaced.
I'm gonna be like this, girl. Don't forget me, girl. And you're gonna be like, I'm sorry, who is this? You know what? I'm gonna put you on with my assistant, okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, assistant. You know, get rid of. You're gonna be like, get rid of her.
Oh no.
Get rid of her. I don't want to.
No.
Tell her I'm not here.
Imagine. Never. I could never. Miss Homeperm is my #1 supporter. She's been a Chaotic fan since the beginning.
I stand Chaotic.
She's a stand Chaotic girl. She really is.
Chaotic.
We need to get you a t-shirt.
And besides, I still have all that footage from when we tried to do a show in my backyard as blackmail.
Oh gosh, that was bad. That was bad.
I have to say, like, well, we were all still trying to figure out, trying to do drag, virtually, and we had a great concept to do like a backyard virtual brunch show at my home in the backyard, but
Echo.
we had so many problems with the sound, and like it was just, oh my goodness, it was like.
And then we figured it out towards the end. Towards the end of the show, we figured it out, and we were over it at that point. Like,
oh yeah, we were done.
Yeah.
We were done. Because it's hard enough. It's hard enough to do this, but when you're,
technical difficulties and fighting with the plugs and the
drag and everything, it was just, we were just like, no, and I even like deleted it off of Facebook.
Yeah,
I told you, I said, girl, I just deleted it, and you were like, oh, good.
It's in the cloud somewhere now.
So I'm sure somebody has it somewhere. It'll come back to haunt us someday. But I was just like, no, forget it. It's like it's going away. We
were both traumatized.
We tried. We gave it our best.
We gave it our best. That's it.
What can you do? Well, girl, I don't know if you can believe it, but we're almost at the end of the show.
Already? Oh my god!
I know. I still had so many more.
Those go by so fast.
I know. I still had so many more questions I wanted to ask you and find out about, but we'll save it for another time.
Maybe you can make a YouTube about it. We'll talk.
But we have to say, tell everyone where they can find Chaotic Cosmetics. Also, tell them about the launch of the Rainbow Palette next Tuesday. Tell them everything.
So you guys could find Chaotic Cosmetics on Facebook as Chaotic Cosmetics. You could find us on Instagram as Chaotic Cosmetics. There are some other brands that try to have our name, but make sure you follow the one with 50K and the rainbows. That's us. Follow that one. And we're on Twitter, Chaotic Cosmetics, and TikTok, Chaotic Cosmetics. So there we go. Instagram for me, Ashley Jade's World. So, and for the Rainbow Palette launch, this will be launching next Tuesday, the 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Show them the inside.
Yes.
Show them the inside.
Da-da.
Show them how beautiful it is.
Wait, the glare. Oh, there we go.
Beautiful.
And they're all retro toned rainbows. So it's not like regular rainbows. It's more like retro toned.
Yes.
Like more darker shades.
Love it.
Super excited. Matches my hair.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
Now that they can purchase on the website.
On the website, yes.
Which is www.chaoticcosmetics.com.
Yes, ma'am. That is the website.
There you go. Well, I just have to say, girl, thank you so much for coming on the show. I miss you, girl. I miss you.
I miss you too. Virtual hug. Hug. We can't do our virtual booby hug like we. Those were the best.
Yes. But I want to thank you so much. I'm so proud of everything you've done. I really am. I just think.
Thank you.
You've worked so hard.
Yes, totally.
And I'm just so happy for you that all your dreams are coming true. So
totally.
It makes me happy to see that all happen for you. And it couldn't happen to a better or nicer person.
You're gonna make me cry off my makeup.
I'm doing it on purpose, so this way you'll have, you'll all stream off, and
I'll take it back.
And I'll be the prettier one.
You're a BIT,
and I'll be the prettier one.
It was sabotage. It means so much to me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl, and thank all of you for tuning in tonight. And I will be back in 2 weeks with a very special guest, author Preston Allen. He just had a new book come out called The Coven's Son. He's an LGBTQ plus author, and very, very excited to have him on as a guest. So until 2 weeks time, I will see you all again very soon. And course, make sure to, check out Ashley Jade and get all her products because they're all terrific.
Get all of them.
All of them. Buy them all. All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Twilly-dilly-dee, 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 tweet, 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 tweet.
She talks to the people all night long, chatting and a gabbing and a singing her song. All the divas down on Rainbow Street love to hear Toni go tweet, tweet, tweet. Talking Toni.
Tweet, tweet,
Talk, talking Toni.
tweet, twilly-dee.
Whoa, talking Toni, gonna talk tonight.